Hey gang, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I think I'm bringing to you today a video on a pretty cool project. Over at the Dollar Tree, I actually did one of these already, and it's in my shop. And I bought these little, they were hideous, and I've already painted over it, unfortunately, again. Because I wanted to be prepared for the video, and I'm actually going to try and get 2 of these done today in the video if they go fast enough. If they don't, then I may do 2 separate videos. I'm not real sure, or I may just do one video and then just go ahead and do the other one and put it in my Etsy shop. But anyway, the sign originally just had little unicorns and things painted all over it. And these were initially intended to be little calendars. So it's got the months and then the numbers for the days. And these are sort of two-sided. Let me take one apart. These are 2 separate sets here. But the numbers are two-sided. And then the month is the same way. But I did my original one a little bit different. I decided not to go with the calendar, and I turned it into a little key holder. So these little hooks that are on here, and they come with these hooks on them, you can hang keys off of. And I'll show you a little bit more close up. So it's got these little hooks at the top. And I thought it was cute as a key holder. So something that you could hang maybe by the door where you go in and out of the house, you know, and drop your keys and things like that. I thought it was a really cute idea. It's a very simple piece of MDF here with little hooks in it and a twine hanger. Originally, I only got one of them because my store only had one. But I happened to be in a Dollar Tree last week one day and saw that they had 2 of them in that Dollar Tree. So I just went ahead and grabbed them because this was a really, really fun project for me. The first one was. And I didn't do a video on that one and wished that I had because it really came out cute. And I know I've already shown you guys the first one in another video. But I don't remember what video that was. Anyway, and I'm not exactly sure where it is for me to show you, but you'll see this one. So this one today, I'm going to do it in purples. Surprise! And I've got some different embellishments here that I thought I might try and use on this. I'm not sure what exactly I will use, but I have a lot of different purple flowers and things like that. This is one of my handmade roses that I made myself out of ribbon. And then I made this one as well out of a silk flower. I took it apart and I made my own flower because I didn't really care for the original flower. And then I've just got other little bits and pieces here that I'm going to be using. So anyways, it's going to be in purples, and a splash of pink will be in there as well. The other thing I want to do is I just want to remind you guys there's only today and tomorrow left on my raffle for my Etsy store. Anybody who spends $50, that's $50 or more, will be entered into a raffle that's through the month of August. So we've got today and tomorrow left. And I will be putting all of those names into a raffle and drawing a winner for this awesome pen that my husband made. He hand turns these on his lathe, and it's got burled maple wood, and it's got this blue resin and a kind of like flexes of, you can see it down here, of silver in the resin as well. And then it's what they call a bolt action. It's got a little rifle as the pocket holder and the little bullet for the tip. Really cool. The guys really love these. They sell really well in our store. We do sell them for $60. So it's quite heavy. These pens are made with top quality parts. Jeff doesn't skimp when it comes to making his pens, because he wants to make sure they write really well. They just glide like I don't know, like ice skating on a really, really, really nice rink. Anyway, they just slide really, really nice. That was a stupid analogy, but that's all I could think of. Anyway, so it's a really, really nice pen, totally worth winning. Whoever wins this is going to be really, really glad that they entered, because if you have a guy that is into this kind of stuff, they are going to love this pen. And with Christmas coming, what a great gift this would be for somebody that's really special to you. So anyway, don't forget, if you're looking to buy some Christmas presents or holiday things, get over to my Etsy shop and see if maybe there's some stuff in there that you'd like to have. And for anybody who has already spent some money in my Etsy store and wants to go back and see if there's anything else that you might be interested in, if you've had two combined purchases that total $50 or more, I will also enter you into the drawing. So I don't want to leave anybody out. If you've spent $50 in my store in the month of August throughout however many transactions, then I will enter you into the drawing. So just be sure that, but you'll only get entered one time, just so that you know. Everybody will get entered one time if they qualify. So good luck to everybody who has already shopped in my store. I have had several people get over there and get themselves into this drawing, and I'm hoping to get lots more over the next 2 days. I'm super excited about this, and I'm super excited to hear from the person that wins it, because it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use, since this is in purples, I have this deep purple velvet. It's not showing super great as far as the color. Let's see if it shows. Yeah, it shows a little bit better without that other light on. But it's even more purple. It looks kind of blue in the camera, and I don't like that. I wish it looked purple in the camera. It's a gorgeous deep, deep, deep purple. It's almost, and see, this looks blue too. This is a super pretty purple. I don't know why my camera's doing this. Usually I get such great color out of it. But it's much prettier in person than what you're seeing on my camera. I can tell you that for sure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this purple, a layer of this purple ribbon down at the bottom and just kind of wrap it to the back like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put a line of glue across the bottom and get that on there very quickly, because I want to get it straight and get it pressed on there before the glue decides to harden without it. And then this side, I'm going to put it on directly on the ribbon, and that way it will take a little bit longer to set. And I can get to the center, and I'm just going to go in each direction there. Voila. And you guys like my pink line that I drew here? That's to remind me not to go below that line so that I don't get out of focus. I still have a sticker on this that I can see I'm going to have to work to get it off. I was trying to pull it off earlier. I'll get that off before I put it in my Etsy shop. And we're going to just wrap this. See, I'm below my line. We're going to wrap this around just like that. And then we'll get the other side. And these would make amazing gifts, whether it be Christmas gifts or housewarming or something like that. And it seems like a lot of people are buying houses these days. Not quite sure why with the prices of houses, but you know, I guess if you want a house, you got to buy it sometime. And You know, it's one of those things that, you know, I feel really bad for. Actually, I've got my two children wanting to buy a house, and they've just started new families, and they both got babies, and it's really hard for them right now because houses are so expensive, and in California, whoo, they're just astronomical. It's just, it makes me very sad to think that they can't afford to buy a house. And if you've got a family, it's so much better if you have a house for your kids to grow up in, and a backyard, and all the great things that come along with owning a home, and having a family. And right now, I mean, they've been saving money literally for years to do this, and then all of a sudden the market just went crazy, and you can't afford to buy a house anymore. And I just, it makes me feel terrible for them. I think with my two kids, Jeff's kids also have the same dilemma. His younger daughter owned her own home, and she sold it just before the market went really crazy, which is a bummer because they could have gotten probably a lot more for their house. And they were going to sit on it until the market crashed again, and they could buy a nicer, bigger house for a little less money. And then the market just went even more crazy after they sold it. So that was kind of a bummer too. I'm trying to decide if I want to use both of these laces or not. So I'm just putting a layer at the bottom just to kind of create that fringe. But what I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to add a bit of this other lace or not? So without it, with it, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to add this other lace because I think this looks pretty just the way it is. And I'm already going to be adding this lace sort of over the top, and it's going to kind of layer over that. And I don't want to make it too many layers. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to poke this lace kind of through the hook, and it's just a big enough lace, or a big enough opening there in the lace where I can just slip it right on. But I have to get it in the right spot too. So I want it to sit evenly across the bottom here. And then I'm just going to wrap that around as well, just like I did the other laces. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and get, you know what? I'm going to move it over just slightly because I just realized I don't have these flowers exactly in the right spot. So we're going to put that right. I did it, almost did it again. Right there. So I'm going to hold this, put that on. Put that one on. And put that one on. Okay. So that's how I want that to go. So let's just go ahead and we're going to turn it and start gluing down this lace. And I'm just kind of folding it over to the back here and pressing it down onto the back of the frame. I want to do the sides first. Putting a little bit there. There. And then I'll pull it tight. This one, I need to get it a little bit more pulled up. And it's good because I can still move it around on these hooks because it's still movable. So now I'm going to just take this and I think what I'll do, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to glue this down first. Just like that. And I'm going to take this top part here. I am going to cut this so that the twine can have its place to go. But first I'm going to take this and at the very top, without getting my twine in there, I'm going to try and glue this piece down in the center. Just like that. And yes, you can see some of the glue right there, but that's okay because we're going to fix that. I can pick that glue off of there, no problem. See, it just kind of scrapes off of the outside of that lace. And nobody's going to be looking at the back anyway because that's the back side, so not a big deal. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of cut this lace up to where that twine starts. And I'm just going to wrap it to the other side. Just like that. And that way I can make sure that it's all glued down. It's not going to fray or anything like that. And it'll be good to go. So I'm just going to go like this and lay that lace right over the top of that glue. You have to do this part relatively quickly because the glue dries really quick on these slick surfaces. I think it's because it's colder than like your fabric surfaces. I think that's why it does that. I'm sure that's why it does that. But so you got to work a little bit quickly there. And so yeah, this does not look like super gorgeous on the back, but it's okay. What you can do on the back side is you could also just take a piece of fabric, whatever kind of fabric you want, cut it to fit this, and then just make your holes for the twine, and just stick it down like that and you'll be fine. I'll put a little bit of glue right there just so that that lace stays down and doesn't tear. Okay, so that's that, and look at how pretty this looks already. And you can see the kind of polka dot look that you get from that lace, which looks really super pretty on here. And then that purple being behind there just adds to the whole look. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to figure out how I want to embellish the rest of this. And I think what I want to do, I was debating. I have this purple trim. I was debating whether to kind of go across there or maybe there, or do I want to put some here. But I also have this, and because this kind of has some pinkish in it, I was thinking about using this one because it has a little bit more of sort of a dainty look, or maybe I can use both. Use a little bit of this and a little bit of this. But if I do that, one is going to go at the top and the other one is going to go in these two places. And because this is less obvious, I kind of feel like I want to use, I think I'm going to actually use this in at least 2 of the 3 spots. So I'm going to start, and I do like it at the top too. It looks really pretty, but I'm going to start down here. I may use this in all 3 areas. Okay, and we're just going to pop that down there and just press along the way. And the other lace is not glued down here, and I can get up underneath that still and tack it down, and I think that's what I'm going to do to keep that in place the way I want it. And I'm just going to take this one little flower and kind of go over the edge with it. Okay. Oh, I just hate the little strings from this glue. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to leave that spot clear right here and leave it just be those flowers. That's what I think I need to do. I'll cut this one off and I'm going to put it along the top. Let me look at this one more time. No, I'm not going to use that one. It has been decided. And there we go. And we'll take these, fold them over the edge there. Trying to get a little extra glue on the tip of that so that it doesn't fray. And that glue will keep it from doing that. And then we'll put a little bit at this end, and I'm just going to fold it right over. I don't think I got enough on there. Okay. I think for that one it just didn't have a lot to grip onto, so took a little bit more to get it to stick. Okay. All right, so we're done with that. And now to decide how we're going to embellish it. I don't know that I'm going to use this flower. I'm not sure because it is quite large. And so I don't want to overwhelm the whole thing with this big, huge rose that is too big. I mean, it's quite pretty on there. I'll be honest with you. It's very pretty on there. The other thing I was thinking about doing was adding a little piece of this other purple lace and sort of using that as the sort of backdrop for my other flowers. Squeeze this one. Or maybe what I want to do, maybe, is just, these are just little silk flowers, and they're pretty. I need to squish them and get them not to be flat on one side. See if I can shape them. But these might be pretty just kind of in the center there. I think that looks really, really nice, and they're not overwhelming. And then I have this little tiny one here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use these and maybe put, oh, I also have this rose. Oh, that's pretty. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I am going to use, now here, let me look at this real quick. I want to see if I want to maybe put it off to the side, or do I want it in the center? So I'm going to look at it at the side as well and see if that's the way I want to go. I need to stand up, really get a look at it. That looks very pretty off to the side, but it also looked very pretty in the center. I think we're just going to center this one. I really kind of like that. I'm not one to usually do that. I usually take things and move them off to one side or the other. But we're going to do things a little differently today. And I want to make this different. I mean, it's not a ton different. And I'm going to take off this, this rose was made as a brooch. And I got it in some Happy Mail, and I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. And it's that same deep, deep purple. And I'm going to put some glue on the petals of this flower too, because that centerpiece is stainless steel. And we all know that the metal doesn't always stay real well with hot glue, but this fabric will. So in this case, I was able to put some on the fabric petals, and then we're going to pop these in just like, oh, this is so pretty. Get the little leaves kind of sticking up a little bit. And put my glue on there. Putting a healthy amount of glue on this. And these little flowers have some organza and the silk, so I think that really makes it look really very pretty to have the two fabrics on there. All right, and we are going to load it up like the other one, just like that. And I'm going to tuck it up under these petals on this other rose, and I want to make sure that I get it facing in a good direction before it sticks down. There. Debating if I want to put that. I think I'm going to put this one off just to the one side. Just coming off of that side. I don't have another one of these, I don't think. I think I only had one. Let me look in my bag of flowers just to make sure. If I have another one, I'll put one to the other side, but I just don't think I do. Ooh, this would have been pretty in there too. how pretty that is. It goes really nice with that. So I'm going to have to use that in another project with that lace. Nope, I have another one of the bigger silky flowers, but I don't see any more of my little tiny ones in here. Just looking real quick. No, that's it. Okay, so I'm happy with this though. I'm really, really, really happy with this. And I was actually considering using this flower as well, but I don't know. It looks super pretty in this, but I think I'll save that for another day. Another project, another day. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to take really quick and get one of my stickers that I have here. Let's see, where did I put those? I'm just stepping away from my table for just a moment. And of course I'm not going to find it as easily as I would like. I have so many stickers here. Oh goodness, really? Oh, here we go. I found them. I have these stickers that I get from the Dollar Tree, and you guys know me, I like my inspirational sayings and my words and all that stuff. So I'm thinking I would like to put one of these on here. And my favorite one is this one that says, "Friends and family gather here for love, laughter, and cheer." I really, really love that one, but I also love the one that says, "When we have each other, we have everything." And I've already used the friends and family one on a couple of different projects. So I'm thinking that maybe this time I will go with this one. And I'm wondering if I should put it down here at the bottom instead of up here where it's going to get bumped by the keys all the time. And it really does look cute, kind of just sticking out there at the bottom. Let's see. See how that looks? I think it looks kind of cute, just over here at the bottom. Or I could leave it blank. Or I could go like this. So, I'm making this difficult on myself. Another thing I could do is I could put it sort of in the center at the top, like that. And you can still put a key on there, but the problem is it's going to get bumped all the time if I do that. Or maybe if I had it off to the side, kind of, oh, that's still going to do the same thing. It's just going to be in the way there. So it's either got to go here or not at all. So let me look at it one more time here. I'm going to put it right here at the bottom. I've made my decision. I think it looks good there, and I think, of course, I ran out of glue. Oh my. I just realized too, I turned off my light here at my table, and I hope you guys have been able to see everything I'm doing without that extra light. I'm going to turn it back on, and that way you guys can get a real good look at this as it's finished. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? I really, really, really like it. And it looks good there. I know it covers up a little bit of this lace, but that's okay. The main thing for that lace was the way that it hangs at the bottom, I wanted that fringe. So anyway, that came out super cute. So the only other thing that I'm going to add to this is I am going to add some stickles, and I'm going to put some silver on there. But I'm not going to put a lot. I'm just going to put it, I'm going to put it around the little sign here. Just like that. And then I think I'll take it kind of around the edge of this part. I think I'm a little bit anemic this morning. My hands are a little bit shakier than usual. I tend to get anemic when I don't eat a little something in the morning, and this morning I didn't. I had things I needed to do, so I just didn't bother. Okay, and then I think maybe, let's see. Do I want to add more of this? I don't think I'm going to, you guys. I think that's the only place we're going to get stickles on this project. I don't want to overwhelm it, and I just think it turned out so pretty just the way it is. In fact, I'm going to take this paper towel aside that I have here so that you guys can really see the whole thing in its glory. And that's what that one looks like. And let's see, we're at 37 minutes. I think I might try to go ahead. You guys can watch it or not. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to work on the second one because the second one is going to be super pretty. And I'll show you some of the stuff that I'm going to be using on that. And maybe that'll entice you to stick around and watch. So here's my other one. And this one, look at this lace that I'm using on this. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me go ahead and show you guys. That's what that one's going to look like. And then I'm going to use some of this other lace. I thought I was all out of this and I had just a small piece left, so I'm going to use that. I am going to use some fringe on this one as well. And then I have some of these other, I have this that I plan on using in it because we do have the pinks and the blues, and I do love that with this. And then I also have just some regular pink lace. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. And then I have a little pink lace bow. I have this trim too, and I thought maybe I might use that, but I'm not going to because the flowers in this are peach color, and I don't understand why they put peach in with pink. It just does not go. So this is where we're going to go with this one. And I think now that I've got the first one figured out, I think I can do this one relatively quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and start getting into it. The first thing I'm going to put down is this lace here. And I just noticed, of course, I got the piece where they kind of sectioned it, and I don't want that in my project. So I'm just going to cut a new piece off. I'll still use that other one. I'll use it for something else where I know that that's going to be covered up. Okay. So I'm just going to start sort of sticking this down on the top. And this one doesn't go all the way to the top, but that's okay. Whoopsie, sorry you guys. It's okay. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top because I have other things that I'm going to be using on it that I might actually be able to put over that top section. In fact, I'm going to move this paper towel completely out of my way and get all my crumbs off the table here. Okay, now let's go ahead and get the sides. And the back. And you can see I'm just going to fly through this one because now I'm a pro. Not really, but that's okay. I can pretend. So just know, you guys, you know, I love doing these tutorials for everybody, but I too, just like most of you, am an amateur, and I don't claim to know everything about everything I'm doing. Sometimes when I'm making these projects, I'm learning just like you are. I've never done them before or whatever. And so I don't claim to be, to know everything, you know. So I just want you guys to know that I'm just doing my best up here. And I totally appreciate when you guys help me with tips and tricks. It really, really does help me. And so when you have ideas and things that you think might help me in one of my videos, please let me know so that I can incorporate those into my videos. In today's video, actually at the end, if you guys will stick around, I'm going to post some pictures of some of the handmade flowers that some of my subscribers have made. I have to pull this down a little bit. I was doing it upside down, so that was my fault. And not paying attention that it wasn't quite going straight across. But anyway, some of my subscribers have made some of those handmade flowers themselves. And so I want to post some of those. So I'm going to be posting some of those at the end. And show you guys what other people are doing. And there's, I mean, in many cases, when I get people to send me stuff, sometimes their stuff is way better than mine, and I am totally cool with that. I love it. Because I think I am the kind of person that I like to encourage other people to do what they do. Just because they do it differently in some cases doesn't mean it's not equal to or better than mine. Like I said, many times their stuff is better than what I did. And like I said, I love that. I love that. And I think as human beings, if we would all just encourage each other instead of trying to beat each other out and be better than they are, encourage them to be better than we are. That's, you know, I brought my kids up teaching them the best I knew how, and I pray every day that my kids do better than I did, you know. And so far, that's by far they're doing better than I did. And so that makes me happy. And I wish the same things for my friends and my other family members. I like it when they do better. And maybe that makes me weird. In some people's brains, I think that kind of makes me an oddball that I don't aspire to be better than the next guy, but I've never been that person. I've always worked very hard in my jobs, and I've always done my very best. And so I have done well in my career. But at the same time, if someone else, if I was applying for a job and or trying to get a promotion at a job I was working at, and I was going up against a very good friend, which I have done in the past, I encourage that person. I wish them luck, and I really mean it. And if we would all just do that, this world would be just such a better place to be in. I mean, I hope you guys agree. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird, but I think that's the way things ought to be. So, in my world, that's the way I do things. And I adore my subscribers. I adore all of you. And I appreciate you so much just for being here and watching my videos. Because I do know that I'm not perfect and my videos aren't perfect by far. There's a lot of other YouTubers that are way far and above my skill level. And that doesn't bother me a bit. As long as I get up here and I try my best and I do what I know how to do, even if I sit up here and I have a complete failure, why not put that on a video so that you can show other people that it's okay. As crafters and creators, we all have failures. If you're somebody that's going to tell me that you haven't ever messed up a project, you better take a look at yourself in the mirror, because we all have messed things up. You can't be a crafter or an artist and never have something that gets messed up somehow at some point in time. It just doesn't work that way. As creators, we expect for things to go wrong every now and then. So, you like this? You guys are getting a big old lesson in kindness and support and all those good things. Let me tell you, I have been supported by my subscribers more than a lot of you would ever even know, and I to be honest with you, I am flabbergasted at the kindness that I've received from other people that have never even met me face to face before, but they want to help, you know, and there's something to be said for that. That's hard to come by. And I think I probably have the world's best group of crafters that are following my channel. And I'm so, so lucky. I'm going to use this trim at the top. Isn't that pretty? I was debating, should I put it there at the top of the lace? But I'm just going to put it at the very top here. And I think my flowers are going to hang over just a tad. And I'm going to use some E6000 on this because I'm not sure how well it will stick with just hot glue. And I'll put a couple of dots of hot glue here and there too. But for the most part, I think I'm going to use the E6000. But I do want to make sure I get this on here straight, so I want to get it on as quickly as possible before that hot glue gets totally hard. there. And that E6000 is going to hold that on really, really well once it dries. Let's take a little hot glue right there. A little dot right there. I'm going to turn this around, you guys, so that I can see that I'm getting this on there straight. Okay. That was a little harder than I thought to get that on there straight. I thought that was just going to be super fast and easy, but it wanted to twist and turn a little bit. Okay, got that on there, and now, oh goodness, I wanted this to go under this other lace. So I think I've got enough at the edge here that I can get most of it to come over the top of it. Sorry, you guys. I know I've got my arm up there underneath there, so just going to take a second here to put it in place. And we'll real quickly go to the back. I'll get the edges in just a minute. There. There's that. And this one, I think I'm just going to get over here at the corner, and this one, there we go. And that looks very pretty. Look, isn't that gorgeous? I love these, you guys. I love these so much. And do you know, for some strange reason, I didn't pull any flowers out for this one. But that's okay, because I've got them all right here. I've got a whole bunch of them just waiting to be used. And this one's going to have roses. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I still want to put, I do want to put a layer of this trim. I think I'm going to put it right across there where I have those two laces meeting, because I didn't quite do that the way that I'd planned initially. It would be pretty going right across there. But I'm going to put it right here, I think, and I'll get it up under the lip of that, the blue. And what did I do? I just went over the top of it. Just barely touched it. That's okay. Got it. There. Okay. And I'm going to lift this piece and get that glue going all the way across there. And then I'm just going to take again and wrap these end flowers over the edge. And burn my finger while I'm at it. Okay, now I definitely want to use one of these, and I'm wondering if I should go with something a little different. Maybe I'll go with Bless This House. That might be the one that we're going to use on this one. And then I have this little pink bow. So now my big dilemma is going to be, where do I want to position everything? Do I want it in the center? That one can go under there. And then I've got a little blue one. I don't want that. Hold on, I've got some other little flowers over here that I think might look really pretty in this. So I'm going to pull them out and see maybe if I should use these. These are just little wildflowers, but I think they're very pretty. And I've got a couple of these. And then maybe I could take these two bigger flowers and sort of have them coming off there and then put that one in the middle. I think that looks really pretty. But I didn't put any blue. It needs blue. Maybe the blue one needs to go in the middle. Okay. I think I'm going to just go with my gut, and we're just going to go ahead and go for this. Making sure I stay sort of centered. There. And I'm going to put my little bow in there. Right there. And yes, I made the bow ahead of time, you guys. I actually, the other night I sat and I was making a whole bunch of bows because I was working on another project and I wasn't sure what I wanted to go with, so I just kept making a bunch of bows because I didn't know what I wanted to go with. So that's why I have so many of them. And I want to go with this one or this one. I'm going to do this one on this side and this one on this side. And then maybe that one on top. I just have to learn to go with my original choices in these projects and be good with it. I change my mind so frequently on this kind of stuff, and I know it probably gets frustrating to you guys to watch me go back and forth. All right, I'm just going to look over here real quick and make sure there's not something else that I want to go with. I do have these bright blue flowers, but I don't think those are the right choice in color. So yeah, we're just going to go with what we have here. My biggest dilemma is, do I want to go that way or that way? And part of me says I could put the blue up at the top, sort of where I've got this other trim, or not. I do have this little leaf that is very, very pretty. I wish I had two of these. I know I do have another one of these leaves somewhere, but I just don't know where it's at. Oh, that would have been really pretty on that one too. Okay, that's all right. Let's just get this done. Just going through my rose bin just to see if I've got a more perfect rose that I want to use. And we're just going to go with this one, you guys. I'm going with the gut. I'll put that one there. Fluff up our bow a little bit so it looks really pretty. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put this leaf coming out of one side and put this coming out of the other side. I really like the way that looks. So we're going to put this right there. And I'm going to glue this down right here. And let's see, what else did I see that I was going to use? I can't remember. Oh well, I guess this is it. So now I'm going to put a little bit of stickles on here, because you know I have to, and this one's got blue in it, so I can use some of my blue stickles. So we're going to put that around on this blue rose here. Okay. Maybe I'll put a little bit on a couple of these leaves in this embroidered bit here. I think that'll be pretty. Just a little bit. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do there. And let's do a little bit of silver in the middle of these flowers here, just down here at the bottom where the centerpiece is. The roses, I generally get my roses from Kiki's Sale. I usually get almost all of my laces from Kiki's. I know she sells all of what is here. She doesn't always have the same ones. Obviously, she gets different kinds of laces for different sales, because she's got to kind of change it up here and there. And she just has, Debbie over at Kiki's Sale has the best laces and trims and things that I have found at the most reasonable prices. So I encourage everyone to go over there and check her out. Debbie is a very, very nice lady that is, she takes care of, she fosters kitty cats. And so she uses the money from Kiki's Sale to help pay for the fostering of the kitties that she takes care of. And so that is strictly what her money is used for. Her husband said she could continue to foster those kitties if she found a way to earn the money to pay for it. And so that's what she's doing. That's how she covers her little kitties. So I think that's a very noble cause. And so I gladly, I encourage everybody to support that so that she can keep taking care of those kitties. Okay, so there's the blue one, all done. Ready to go to a new home. And again, both of these will be available in my Etsy shop. Here's the purple one again. And so if you're interested, you can find these over at my Etsy shop, and you can buy one of them or both of them if you'd like. Don't forget to get on over there, check it out to see if there's $50 worth of stuff you want to buy so you can get entered into my raffle. And I think that's going to do it for today, you guys. I'm adding some stickles to this little end piece. I just want all of you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you so much. All of those who are already subscribed, thank you for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. My channel is growing right now, and I'm super excited about that, but I need for it to start growing more. So make sure you, if you think you have friends or family or people that you can share my videos with, share my videos on Facebook or wherever you can share them, and tell your people to give them a look-see. Maybe they'll enjoy my videos too, and maybe they'll want to subscribe. Again, I'm working real hard to try and get more subscribers and grow my channel, and it's working so far, but not as quickly as I'd like it to. So the more people I can get in front of to see my channel, the better. So if you're willing to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. To those of you who have been shopping in my Etsy store, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it so much. You guys are really, I know you have no idea how much you're helping my family, but it is a blessing to my family to receive those orders, and it's helping us a great deal. So I appreciate you very much, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really can't say enough thank yous to all of you for what you've done for me. And also, let's see, thank you to Debbie for donating so many of the supplies that I get to do my videos. To Sherry for her donations of supplies. She's been a godsend to me. Rhonda, Kim, Deanna, I want to say thank you to you because you've been so supportive of my channel and my Etsy shop. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know I love you. And Judy, all of my great friends. I feel like I'm kind of like Hobo Kelly. I'm trying to say thank you to everybody I know, and I can't possibly do that in one video. If I missed you, I'll catch you in the next round. And just, I appreciate all of you very much. Have a really blessed day, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, stay tuned for pictures. Bye-bye.